First show I ever went to was promoted by Riley O'Connor. I mean, growing up in Ottawa, I was always blown away that Metallica was coming to my town, and that's largely because of Riley.
We're a bit of a circus, and he's kind of a ringleader.
He stuck up for those markets that he thought could really work, and they did, and that's because of Riley.
I cannot imagine the Canadian live music industry without Riley O'Connor. I simply can't. Riley came into the music industry from the backstage. He was a technician, a rigger, a driver.
You know, he's a road dog, and that's sort of how he understood, I think, the needs of artists. He's been out there, he's done it.
I met him many, many years ago when he came out here with Norman Perry to set up Periscope, which was basically the first legitimate promoter to hit Vancouver. He played a big part in legitimizing the music business in Vancouver and in Canada.
He's a different cat. He thinks differently. All of a sudden, these guys show up with this new company. He was the underdog. He crushed.
Artists face a big challenge touring in the early days. The Canadian touring landscape was pretty segmented.
A lot of people really didn't have the experience to set up a fluid system.
There was no cohesive strategy and no national marketing or anything of that sort.
All of a sudden in Canada, we had a promoter who was promoting across the country, coast to coast to coast. That meant for us a much more seamless touring experience.
It wasn't until we were able to put together a complete network across Canada that it became much easier for the artists and for the fans.
Riley's always been a champion for the Canadian secondary and tertiary markets. Riley really waved the flag high for artists to get new fan bases in these smaller markets, and they tend to hold on longer. There's still concepts that we use today, not just for domestic artists, for the Supertramps and the AC/DCs of the world.
Blue Rodeo has played in a town near you. They have come to your hometown. They've played from your high school dance to your smaller arenas as the band grew.
In some cases, you would be going to hockey rinks in the middle of nowhere that didn't even have ice cover. Like they didn't take the glass out for concert. It was the patience to train them how to do it. By default, we think of the biggest things that he's done. SARS Stock, another roadside attraction tour, Springsteen and Bryan Adams tours, big Michael Bublé tours. There are very few shows in Canada that Riley hasn't had some fingerprints on.
One of his incredible initiatives that he did during the pandemic was Budweiser Stage at Home. It was to keep the live music industry working.
He has really championed the development of Canada in terms of developing markets and artists.
For international artists, Riley's contribution has been immense. I'm convinced that he was sending them a map of Canada at one point because they had no idea where Calgary was or Winnipeg was. He was instrumental in educating them that there was real music audiences up here.
Riley understood that in order to build a healthy music career in Canada, you need an audience. And audiences and fans are cultivated.
I think Riley's legacy, without question, will be that his dream was to have a national touring network from St. John's, Newfoundland to Victoria, British Columbia, and he did it.
I think Riley is one of the most deserving people of this award because his passion for the arts and for the musician is always at 1,000%. It never lets up.
You know what I think guides Riley and what he does is his heart. If he believes in it, he's going for it. His legacy in the end will be putting Canadian artists first.
He's made an unbelievably unique contribution to Canadian culture.
Hey Riley, congratulations on receiving this year's Walt Grealis Achievement Award. I can't think of anyone who's championed Canadian music more than you have.
Hey Riley, congratulations on the Walt Grealis Award. Very much deserved, man.
I know how hard you work, Riley, and believe me, I know how well you deserve this. Stay safe, be healthy, and keep at it for a long time. Congratulations, Riley.